This is my presentation. Halo Ghosts of Onyx. It's by Eric Nyland. Here's the cover, so now you cannot take marks off me. So I'm going to do a quick summary of the characters, because I'm going to mention them a lot, and I am not going over them 10 million times. So we're going to start with Kurt, the squad leader. That's the only picture that actually exists of him. Fred, he's the co-leader, has nothing special about him. Kelly is super fast, that's it. Linda is a good sniper. Yeah, that's it. William, he was chill. Something happened, it's the opposite of chill. Tom, he thinks he's Kurt's bodyguard and best friend, but really isn't. Lucy, a silent and not so deadly, who has armor from Fallout New Vegas. Ash, he basically caused a problem. He got overprotective. Holly turns into air. Dr. Halsey, useless, kind of there for no reason, science nerd. So here is a brief summary of the story. Ahem. Oh no, 300 space soldier is dead. I is sad. We make ship factory go big boom though. Several chapters later, after my dog barks, Kurt, a space soldier, becomes dead for a few months, but later has to be brought back to life because they cannot create a new character to train some tall people like him, but instead of killing humans, they kill aliens. It's better! Even later, they see space robots with scary pew-pew guns that hurt, and they throw rocks at them. They defeat them. Then, they meet and lose more space soldier friends, and they want to make the planet go kaboom so the spooky planet don't go brrr. The Big Monkey. What I meant to say was the big picture, but really the theme. I cannot pick a title. So, the theme I did notice was the feeling of loss in a losing and deadly and struggling and painful and depressing and just sad and war.
War never changes.
On page 275, the good guys, the crushed sentinels, with rock nearly kills Kelly. Kurt, leader of the squad, wants to help Kelly, but he can't because he has to finish off the remaining sentinels because they don't get crushed by boulders somehow. On page 335, there is Kurt, who, once again, he wants to save his captured Spartan friends, but can't because he has to stop a massive army of sentinels going to his rescue ship. Constantly having to want to do one thing, but really can't because there is a scary thing that wants everyone to flop over and give up. Only they don't just give up, they give up their life. So here is a quote from the Bible of Halo Ghosts of Onyx. So the reason why I chose this quote is because it's the last page of the book. By the way, there's no spoilers, so you can't take marks off me. Don't try it. Just don't try it. Really the most important moment actually in some of the characters' development, because it foreshadows at the potential loss in the future of the overall Halo story, which is leading into Halo 3. This is on page 413 to 414, chapter 41. Yes, there's 41 chapters. There is a ton of them. Fred looked at Kelly and Linda, and he said, "Then you better get started. We've got a lot of ground to cover." Dr. Holly stood, sighed deeply, and brushed grass from her lab coat. "Very well, I'll gather my things." She strode off, and the Spartans watched her go. Kelly whispered, "You think John's still out there? I mean alive?" "Yes," Linda said. "He has to be." Fred told her he's the only one left to stop the Covenant. "Well, we're stuck in here." Kelly kicked the grass. "What's your take on the others? Team Saber?" "They're kids," Fred said. "But so are we once. I think they're Spartans like us." Ash trotted up to them, Olivia and Mark trailing behind, hefting packs. "All ready, sir," Ash said. "Good." Fred set a hand on Ash's shoulder and nodded to the others. "Welcome to Blue Spartans," Kelly said. "We're going to make a great team." Okay, let me give you a brief overview of what you just listened to that you probably already forgot. Fred, he learns how he and the newer Spartans are exact same, just some are older, some are younger. Throughout the book, he's actually thinking that these newer Spartans are just playing dress up and trying to be cool or something, and they're a little bit cocky. or in the last few chapters, he's been learning over time that they're pretty much the same. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to find their way around this ancient microsphere. So they are trying to find their way around this ancient microsphere. By the way, a microsphere is this giant, tiny orb. Anyway, so the protagonists are trying to figure out what is outside of this microsphere that they can use to stop their enemy, which is going to try to do something not so smart. So some similarities to other things is the other books in the series or games. Actually, I can go more detailed on that. So in the other Halo games, they focus on a character with immeasurable luck and victory after victory after victory after victory after victory after blowing up a giant space thingy, after blowing up another space. Okay, anyway. So while Ghosts of Onyx focuses on the complete opposite, and that is loss and barely any luck and watching people get incinerated almost every single chapter. In the Halo games, we play as Master Chief, who is basically unstoppable at destroying aliens every 5 seconds. But in this book, we see people like Master Chief get slapped around like tomatoes or get incinerated every single chapter. Or gets a hole in them, or... oh, that's it. Here's some monkey.